Okay, let's say that you're on the field hockey team and you need to buy your equipment like jerseys for the games, and also you are on the trip with the team and you're out after a big tournament and you buy yourself some Gatorades. So there are definite expenses associated with playing sports. So let's put those onto the board and see how that happens in terms of our debit or credits. Okay, so let's say that you're out after a big tournament and you want to buy some Gatorade because you're really thirsty. The coach is there and the coach is like, I know you don't have the money on you. I mean, you just ended up playing a game and you don't have any cash on you, right? So your coach is like, all right, I'll pay for the $2 for your Gatorade. Just remember to pay me back later. Okay, so you're in debt $2 from that Gatorade. And then your jersey itself actually cost $8, and your coach gave you the jersey and you didn't have cash on you right then. So the coach was like, all right, fine. I want you to play in the game. Here's the jersey. Just owe me $8 later for the jersey. So the question is, if you owe $2 for the Gatorade and you owe an additional $8 for the jersey, how much do you owe the whole, the coach / team and all? Well, you owe the team $2 and $8, so it's $10 in debt. You're $10 in debt to the team in total. So that's why I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So this is how it would be visually represented. Okay? So it's like we're adding debt. When you take on more debt, it's like you're adding debt. Okay? There's another way that you can basically represent the same scenario. And instead of adding debt, which is one really, really useful way of thinking of it, another way to think of it is, let's say you still have that $2 of Gatorade debt, all right? So you have that $2 of Gatorade debt. And then the coach comes along and says, okay, we need $8 more for your jersey. So it's the same thing as taking away $8 from your account. So it's like debiting away $8 from your account. So you could think of it as they're adding debt, or you could think of it as that they're taking away from your account. But at the end of the day, the effect is the exact same. If you take away $8 or if you add $8 in debt, it is the same thing. You're going to be left in $10 of debt either way that you look at it, okay? Because either way, you're buying $2 worth of Gatorade, you're getting an $8 jersey, and you haven't paid for any of it. And it doesn't matter how you show it, as long as it's one of these two ways. So do you see that adding a negative is the same thing as just subtracting the number? They are equivalents. So if you ever see a subtraction sign, if you want to, and I highly recommend it when you're beginning to learn with integers, it's, for me, a good visual to think of adding debt together. For me, personally, somehow that's easier than subtracting numbers. You don't have to do it that way, but I'm just giving you an option. So if you ever see like a number, positive or negative, minus a number, you can convert it into its plus negative format. And it'll come up with the exact same number at the end. So let's say that you have, -4 plus -6. So you're in $4 of debt, say from Gatorade, then you're in $6 of debt, saying from shin guards if you're on a soccer team. So then you're in $10 of debt. Or you could think of it as you're in $4 of debt, and then those shin guards, which cost $6, you're gonna have to take away $6 because your account is going to be debited $6 for those shin guards. And in the end, you're still gonna owe $10 at the end of the day. So either way, so if I have this and I want to turn it into that, you just make plus negative, and it means the exact same thing, okay? So I want you to have both ways to think about it, and sometimes the very first thing that I do when I see a longer line of things like -4 minus 8 minus 2 equals something, what I do personally is, because this helps when you're starting to work with integers, is turn these negative signs, these subtraction signs, into plus negatives. And then it's easier for me to see, okay, this is $4 of debt, then we're adding on more debt, and then even more debt. So $4 of debt, now we're in $12 of debt, now we're in $14 of debt. So that's $14 of, you just got to remember to put that negative sign on, because that is going to show that you're in debt, okay? So just some strategies to work with this. Lots of different examples that we can use. By the way, the first number doesn't always have to be a negative number. Let's say that we have $17 in our wallets. The coach comes by with that $8 ask for that $8 jersey. And we have $17 in our wallet, a positive 17. Do you see that there's no negative? So it's assumed that it's positive. If you wanted to put a little positive here, that's fine. So you had $17 in your wallet. You could actually just pay for it right there. And how much money would you have left in your wallet after you pay for the jersey? You would have $9, okay? So it's the same thing as 17 plus -8. Okay, so you're in debt for like that, 1 second that you have the jersey and that you haven't paid from your wallet, but you're good for it. I mean, you got the money in your wallet. And so $17 in your wallet plus that very temporary $8 of debt will, after the dust clears and settles, you'll have $9 left in your wallet and your jersey, okay? So that's another way to think of subtraction problems that you've been doing your entire life as plus negative problems, okay? And so let's just give another example. How about we have -2 minus 1. All right, what would that be? So we're in $2 of debt right here. We're already in $2 of debt. Now they're going to take another $1 away from our account. So now we're going to be even further in debt. We're going to be $3 in debt. Again, if you want to think of it as plus negative, that's the same thing. So we're in $2 of debt. Now we go into one additional $1 of debt. So now we're going to be in $3 of debt in total, okay? So as long as this number here is the correct number, how you deal with the signs of leaving it as the subtraction sign or turning it into a plus negative, that is 100% totally up to you. All right, there you go.